2. 3. 2 more. 4. And 5. Right back up. Good. We're going to repeat that whole cycle again. So, starting with the squats, and then down and up. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with those squats. That's 1. This is 5 right here. Good. Back to crisscross. Legs are across. 5 times down. 1. Make these a little faster. 2. 3. 4. Oh, lost my balance. Last one. And 5. Other side. One. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. All right. Those 5 of each. Moving into upper body warm-up. So we're going to do a few different drills. First drill is we're going to come and hone in on the wrists. So just like we did last week, let me just tilt this down a little bit. All right. So I'm going to keep my thumbs off the ground. My pointer fingers are parallel with one another. And I'm rotating my elbows so that they point back. From here, lift up onto the fingers. Just like that. Palm comes up. Really great warm up for wrist health. We're going for 15. If it's very easy, just bring your knees back 2 inches. If it's very hard, bring your knees forward 2 inches. If it's very, very hard, bring it 4 inches. You know, just go with whatever will let you feel just the right amount of challenge. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. From here, we're doing finger push-ups. So we're going right onto the fingertips, just like that. 1. Same type of drill here where we're going to have pointer fingers parallel with one another. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, coming on to the palmar surface or dorsal surface of our hand. So we're going to bring our hands twice as wide as the push-up position. Lock the elbows. Bring your knees really close if you're new to this. And then we're going to bend down and touch the nose. Back up. Bend down, touch the nose. Back up. If you feel confident, you can bring the knees a little further back and come into like a push-up position. But it's okay if you're new to this. This took me a while to get to this point. We're going for 15. All the way to the top. $13, two more. I'm counting, don't worry. 14, and last one. 15. All right, good, good, good. Let's do one more set. This time we're just gonna do 10 reps. Flash it, ready? Right onto palms, same exact exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now fingertips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. And then just right onto the palm surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, two more. 9, last one. 10. All right, great. There's one more thing I wanted to add to our warm-ups today. We're going to do a little bit of hip opening and then elbow lever work. So this is all really good foundation for breaking, but I'm also just trying to make it applicable for general fitness oriented. So we're going to do a few side lunges, and then from side lunges, go straight into the elbow lever work. Okay? So what is a side lunge? I'm going to come into a open straddle position here, and I'm going to just bring my body over one side and then the other. The beauty of this movement is the depth that you achieve isn't necessarily just how open your hips are, it's also how strong you are, which is what we want to do, build strength in our mobility, to the point where eventually we can come all the way down once we find that strength. So from the side position, make sure your knees are going past your toes, and I'm going to each side. We're just going to do a good 5 reps on each side, coming to the side, down, up, other side. Going at your own pace here. Good. And number 5. Back up. Fantastic. All right. A few seconds on some elbow lever work. This is great for anybody who might already have some yoga practice within their body and or breaking practice. So what we're going to do is practice stabbing into the stomach with the elbow. So what that looks like is I'm going to bring one elbow into my stomach, and it's going to really help with your freezes. So we're coming in, and head is down, just like that. So my elbow is inside my stomach, I'm on my knees, my head is down, and we're going to do a good 10-second hold, just like this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's just really good wrist strengthening, as well as just like prepping you for some more advanced movements and breaking, as well as just getting good wrist movement for any other type of activities that require such levels of strength in the wrist, like climbing. So we're going to do the other side. If this feels easy, keeping your knees and head on the ground, why don't we take the knees off the ground and we'll come into the feet. And that'll really greatly increase the pressure. So this time I'm just on my feet and my head. 10-second hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. We're going to do one more time each side. Head and feet are on the ground still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last side. If this still feels easy, the next dimension is taking the head off of the ground. So that we're here, just feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! That is not easy work. And if that feels like there's some questions involved, please let me know. That's what we're all about. So why are we practicing and warming up all these dimensions? Because the warm-up teaches more than, teaches as much as the actual movement. Every warm-up move we're doing is to further help our body awareness. Like these come downs that we were just practicing, that's how you're going to come down when you're breaking, right? When you're doing some top rock and you're like on your feet and you want to get to the floor, you're either going to do that little squat thing we did, or you're going to do a crisscross into a spin down, right? So practicing these in the beginning every session is only going to better us. And those elbow levers is what's really going to help that freeze that we learned last week, from baby freezes to turtle freezes to other concepts that we're going to slowly uncover. So now that we have all that out of our system, let's go ahead and we're going to get into the first movement. So it's going to look like some old movements, but this one's actually going to be new. Today we're going to undergo the 3-step. Maybe you already have a 3-step in your body if you've done some breaking before. That's okay. It is worth your time to constantly drill basics. I've had a 3-step in my body for 4 years, and I still come back to it to drill. So let's go ahead and go through it. So hand placement, as usual, fingertips, bridging, or palm. I've been toying around a lot more with bridging, so I'm going to be honing in on my own personal practice and trying to get better bridging in. So from here, one foot comes out, and we're going to switch feet. So right now, my hand is on the side of where my foot is long, and then I switch. And then I bring my hand down to the other side where my foot is long, and I switch. Hand down where my foot is long, switch. Hand down where my foot is long, switch. So we've done that before, but this is actually the beginning of the 3-step as well. And you're going to start noticing, as we're learning new movements, some of those foundation moves just come back with new flavors and styles, and we're going to really get to enjoy some fun stuff. So let's go ahead and just drill that. We're going to do 2 sets of 30 seconds. Okay? So let me set on a timer, throw on some music, and let's get this party started. All right. Setting the timer for 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, and start. Switch. 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 All right. Yeah, last week we were doing, or on Tuesday we were doing 60 seconds straight. I think 30 seconds is a much better time so that we can slowly build our endurance. Feel free to go to 60 seconds. So I'll set the timer once again for 30 seconds just for us to take a small break. If anyone has questions, throw them in. It's a good time for me to help us before the second set so that we're getting the best drilling in as possible. So same thing, we're going to have the 1 foot out and switch, switch, switch. If you've been here since maybe the first class, maybe now you're finally starting to feel some of the pieces come together, feeling a little more comfortable as we are moving into these ideas. All right, that's 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and we're going to start the second set. Turning on the music. Let me turn on the timer. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, hit. All right, there we go. That's another 30 seconds. So the second part of the 3-step, we already learned 2 out of the 3 steps. Actually, we only learned 1. So I start off like this. This is 1 step, and then what we're going to, sorry, this is 0. This is round 0. So then I do 1. Now I'm going to get into 2. The way I do 2 is I set up both hands on the opposite side, and they're lined up so that they're facing this way. So both my fingers are facing this way, and my hands are in a line as 1, 2, right there, right? So let's start from the beginning. I'm here, boom, and my hands are on this side, and then what I'm going to do is keep my hands where they're at and almost go into a straddle push-up. So just like this, I'm going to open the legs out. So now I'm in a straddle push-up position. Both my legs are open, and my shoulders are over my hands. Okay? So that's 2 steps out of the 3. So let's go ahead and try that together one time. So I'm in my base position. One leg is out. I got some flavor. I got some style here, right? So we're going to go ahead. We go 1. Hands come out to the side. 2. And then from here, we're going to go back to our base position, but we're going to be facing the opposite side of the room, right? So just like that first leg that was out, you're going to kick it, but face the opposite side of the room. You can watch me first, and I go 3, as so. So let's go ahead and just watch me one time do all of that. So I have my base position. For me, this is my right leg. I think for you guys it looks like my left. So we'll just say my left leg is out, I switch. So left leg out, switch. Hands come to the opposite side, boom. Push up position, and then I start right back to where I began with my left leg out. Okay, then I switch, palms come to the opposite side, and then I go back to the base position, boom, with my left leg out. So it's like 4 corners, right? That's how you make a 3-step. You drill it in the beginning to look super clean. Is I start facing forward, and then my feet are facing that way, and then I'm facing backwards, and my feet are facing that way, and then I'm looking forward. So like north, east, south, west. Right? And so we really want to maintain the integrity of the direction we're looking and trying to get this into our system. It's pretty complicated for the first couple steps, but it comes fast. So let's try it together one time, and then we'll do it with the timer on and get some good drilling in our system. Okay? So one leg is out. We're going to switch. Both hands come over, out to the side, and then I'm going to kick through for that first position. Okay, boom, hands come to the other side, kick out, boom, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Does anyone have any questions with that? If so, just be like, hey, slow down. You're going really fast. And that's okay. That'll just let me know how I can best help you guys. So, let's go ahead. We're going to try that again. This time with a timer. I'm going to actually set the timer for 45 seconds this time, just because it's going to take a little bit of thinking time. Unless you're, already used to the 3-step, then that's great. You get 45 seconds to drill it. So let's start it off. I don't believe it's five, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit, boom, hit, boom, hit, boom, 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 hit. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit. Woo. All right. That deserves more than a 30-second break. So let's go ahead. We'll take a good minute, 2 minutes we'll do. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to just redo that drill for another 45 seconds at the end of 2 minutes. And then we're going to investigate the opposite side and what it's going to look like to do the 3-step the opposite way. Because, whatever way you learn one side, it's really worth your time and for your brain's time to do the opposite side. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Whew. I'll keep the music going in the meantime. Get some water. Separate my side. How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's fair. All right. Hopefully everyone got some water. We're coming near the end of the break, so let's go ahead and get ready to come back into it. So we're here, just like where we left off. One leg out, we're doing the same way as last time, and then we'll switch after that. So let me set the timer. All right. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit. Boom. Hit. Hit. Boom. Hit. Hit. Boom. Hit. Hit. Twice as fast as you can. Down.
You'd leave a good-looking corpse.
Well, that's the best thing about dying young, right?
You know what the worst thing is?
About that.
Woo! All right. Good. So, that's a lot. Braking is like a sprint every time, just because it's so intense until you get your endurance. And then from there, that's when you can start doing some really gnarly sets back to back to back. So we've practiced one side of the 3-step. Let's go ahead. We're going to just nice and slow go through the opposite side so you can watch the first time through. So this leg here is out, as so. I have my leg out, and the first thing I do is hand comes on the same side, and I'm going to switch, just like that. Both hands to the opposite side, and I throw back, just like we did before. Then I'm going to push through, switch, both hands on the opposite side, out, push through. So let's investigate that together. I have my left leg out and forward. I'm going to do the exact same drill, but this time we're going to try it together without time. So let's bring out right leg first. If you started with left leg, whatever's the opposite. We're going to bring the hand out and switch. Both hands come to the opposite side. Push up position. And then I keep my right hand down, if this is all under the assumption you started with the left foot. And I'm going to come back with my right foot forward. Okay? Let's start that one more time from the top. I think I got a little bit of the left and rights confused. So we start with right foot forward. Right foot is forward. Right hand comes down. Switch. Both hands on the opposite side. Hit it back. Then we go kick through. Right foot forward. Switch it out. Both hands on left side. Kick it out. Right foot forward. All right. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know, and we can just re-investigate. Let's go ahead. We're going to try that. Same time period. I've changed this to a nice golden 35 seconds, in between 30 and 45. Okay, so let's start off the music. Let's pick a new song. Alright, ready? So starting off, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Switch. Other side. Go. Pull. Pull. Up. 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 Hit. Up. Woo. All right. Let's take a good 2-minute break, and then we'll try that again. All right. So this song by DJ Plus One, Happy House. Super fun song for me, just because it brings back a lot of memories for me. Me and my friends dancing out on the street. Woo. So hopefully we're getting as sweaty as I am and getting the chance to really feel like we're moving, learning something new, and really keeping the brain engaged as we are jumping in. Coming into the last 10 seconds of our break, we're going to do the same drill one more time because reps are our best friend. So, right foot forward. Alright, ready, my friends? 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Switch. Oh, hit. Keep going. Switch. There we go. Switch. Woo! All right. That is intense. All right. So that right there is the 3-step, and you can see how the 3-step is fairly similar and how it's going to help you be set up for other moves because we have the one foot out, we have the other foot out. You can do CCs within it, right? And so many other moves that we haven't covered yet. So with regards to some common pitfalls that people have in this move, and I should have mentioned this earlier, when you come into that push-up position, right, where I'm here, I'm in a crouched position. I'm not in a full push-up. And a lot of people are doing this when they first start. There is no way you'll be able to lift your hips up and develop the power in your legs to switch to the next move fast enough. So that's what the name of the game is. Preparation landing so they are prepared to go even to the next move. So when I land in this step, I'm here. Almost like I'm about to do a crawl, right? So I have my legs very much bent. There's a little spring that's ready, my hips are high, and then I'm into the next move, as so. All right, so we're gonna do a little review of CCs and in-outs, and that's what's gonna let us tie in our new move, the 3-step, with some old moves. We have a good bit of time left. Yeah, good. So let's do a real quick review. Actually, we're only going to focus on in-outs, just so that we can get into reviewing the baby freeze as well. So here I am. The in-out is pretty similar, or not similar, pretty easy as far as conceptually, but you know, it's still hard as far as heart rate and muscular fatigue. So I bring my left hand down and both my feet kick out to the right hand side. So I bring it down, both feet kick out. So let's go ahead and just watch this one time. I go down, out. That's one. And then back. And then I go down with the right hand. I'm going to kick my feet out to the left. So here, out, and back. Here, out, 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 back. And here, out, back. So notice while I'm doing it, I'm not kicking all the way out. It's the same reason that we talked about before. We want to be ready to pull in fast. So when I'm kicking out, notice that my legs are bent. They're not like here, because how am I going to develop the strength to come back fast, right? So I have them here, my weight is over my wrist, and I pull back. So let's go ahead, we're going to do 2 30-second rounds of some in-outs, one combination of 3-step with the in-outs, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. 30 seconds. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Twice as fast. Woo. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. And when we do so, seeing that while we bring the legs out and to the side, if you feel like you are really comfortable with the first version of the in-out, what you can do for a flavor drill is you're actually going to come onto the toes instead of the heels, which I was showing near the end a little bit. So, bringing one hand down, instead of just bringing the heels out, I bring my toes down, and I almost rotate my hips inside, right? So, you can watch one time. So it goes boom, as so. And that's just a fun way to do in-outs that adds some flavor. Boom, back, boom, back. Woo. All right, let's do 30 seconds rest, and we'll go right into it. Woo. Wiggle it out, wiggle it out. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going back. Second set of in-outs. Get ready. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit, in, hit, in, hit, in, hit, in. Twice as fast.
Evolution. 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 Evolution.
Woo! All right. All right. So now we're going to combine the 3-step with the in-outs. So what we're going to do to keep it nice and easy is 2 3-steps. So 1, 2, 3. Actually 4 3-steps. Sorry. 1, 1, 2, 2 3-steps. 1, 2, and then we're ending the first 3-step facing back. Then we do another 3-step until we're facing forward. So we do a whole spin, which is 2 3-steps, and then in, out, in, out. So if that made 0 sense, let me go ahead and show it. So I have one foot out, I switch, and then I come back. And then I switch, and then I come back. And then I'm going to come into my base position, just as so. And a shortcut is actually going to be, instead of your base position being with one foot out, keeping both legs in too, so that we're in our true floor work position 0. Okay? So we're gonna try that, and from here we just do the right into the in-out. So let me show that one more time. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and from here coming into my base position, position 0. I come out to the side, back, side, back. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to try that out. Ooh, yeah. Needed that. Okay. All right. Gonna set us up this time with no timer, and actually not even any music. Let's just try it without music. So, starting off with my left leg out, we're going to do 2 reps. So ready? We have 1, both hands to the upside, 2, back out to the back, 3. Let's restart that. We have 1, both hands to the other side, 2, hands to the back, 3. As so. Oh, but I'm actually supposed to have my leg in. Sorry about that. And then we come both to the side and to the other side. And that's just getting your brain some understanding of how to connect moves. So let's try that one more time, and then we'll do it with music. So right leg is out, and switch. Hands down to the back. 1, 2, 3, squat. Out, in, out, in. All right, trying that with music. Let's go ahead and we'll give 30-second break before we try it with the All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to start it off. We're going to go half beat. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit. Hit. To the back. Back. Hit. Hit. To the back. And squat. Squat. Out. In. Out. In. Let's try that one more time right for the top. A little faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, hit. Back. Hit. Hit. Back. Squat. Out. In. Out. In. All right. Good stuff. So we're going to do that move one more time. And guess which way? The opposite way. Because we just did it one way, so we have to practice it the other way. So, coming back right into position, we can take a break after this. Come right back into the position. Let's turn on the music. This time, my right leg is out. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, hit. Both hands to the side, out, hit, out, back, swap, out, in, out, in. All right, one more time. Right back in, ready? Coming out, right leg is out, right hand is down. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, hit, split, hit, 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 swap, in, out, out. So that might have been pretty tough, especially just for the brain to switch between both sides, and that's okay. It's meant to be somewhat challenging, especially if you've never done it before. So yeah, take your time, practice it, and it's a fun move to really add into so many different styles of breaking, or not styles, but so many just different components of while you're breaking. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and we're going to investigate next some freeze work. So get a drink. We're going to do about 2 minutes of freezes, just quick review of the baby freeze. We're not moving on. And then from there, we're going to have a cool down. So go ahead and get some water. I'm going to get some water too. Alright, we're just going to do 1 minute of freezes because it's worth practicing every session so that we don't lose them. So, the baby freeze. How we're set up, we're in position 0. I just made that up. I don't know if this is called position 0, but I like it. So, one elbow into the hip, the other elbow into the knee. From here, we're going to lever our body so that our head can touch the ground and our feet come in the air. Really try to keep your knee above the elbow so it can rest on your arm. Does that make sense? So, from here, head is coming down, and boom, here we are. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. One more time. We're going to do same side. So one thing you can do if you already feel pretty comfortable with this freeze is you can separate the legs, where I like to have my foot that is touching my elbows. That one's going to be kicking forward, and I like the other one kicking back. It looks pretty dope. So I'll show that one time. So when I'm here, that's what I mean by one kicking forward and one kicking back. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead, investigate that one more time. One comes into the hip, the other one into the knee. 15-second hold, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Other side, 2 sets of 15. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's go ahead. We'll try the other side. One by the hip, the other on by the knee. Let's get that burp out. Then bringing the head down. Down, 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 and here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Take it out. Just trying to give us a chance to rest in between because we're going to do one more set on that side. All right, you ready? One last time. Coming down. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And my kitty's here now. She was taking a nap. All right. So that concludes today's breaking class. We don't have too much time, so I'm gonna let the cool down be up to you guys. Please do cool down. Oh, I lied. We have 5 minutes. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do a cool down together. So coming up to the top. Let's see. So hands coming up, out to the side, palms together, exhale down. Letting our spine roll down, reach the ground, stepping both feet back, coming into a plank deep breath, lower onto the knees, and doing just a few cat-cows. Alright, coming onto the toes for down dog. Bring your right foot up, forward, and across for midget. Lowering the body. Breathing here. Hands come underneath the shoulders, pushing back up. And then other side. Undoing the foot, bringing palms forward and down. Bringing hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back up to down dog, walking the feet forward. Inhale, arms rise, palms together, exhale down. Inhale up, down. Up, down. Alright guys, that concludes today's breaking class. As always, I am so happy to have everyone here to come join us. If anyone ever has questions throughout the class or things that they can do to better their breaking practice, let me know. That's what I'm here for. So yeah, I'm just here to really help give as much energy as I can to this gathering, the Tufas Collective, the community. So yeah, let me know what we can do to make it better. As always, you can Venmo this tag, and that is split up between Tufas and I as donations. So very much up to you guys, and thank you as always for joining Breaking 101. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, I'll stick around for another 30 seconds. Otherwise, just super grateful. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Are you hungry?
No.
Rajma paa gaye? Ketchup paa de khane mein?
Hey, what up, man? Just finished my breaking class. I was about to call you in 1 minute. Teaching breaking 101. Great. Just give me 1 second to finish this. All right.
Cool, man. Thanks for calling. Sorry you couldn't come home, bro. You know we want you home.
I understand. So
Yeah,
this is we're living.
yeah. Pretty lame. I mean, I was excited to have you home. Definitely nervous at the same time. It's just like one of those things where you never really know what the right decision is.
Yeah, it's very risky right now. Probably best to play it safe, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The thing to do. Dude, you're like black and white.
I know, I was just missing defense.
Oh, I was like, that's a trippy. Cool. Let me just pull up your program. How's it going, man? Tell me what's been up.
Everything's good. It's been like super busy with work and stuff. Which is good, I guess. Better to be busy at work and not have a job.
There's a lot of crinkling. I don't know if you're grabbing something.
Yeah, I was, but I let go of it.
Wow, yeah, that was intense. So you were saying that you just been working a lot?
Yeah, I've just been saying like work has been really busy.
Oh, that's good. It's nice that you have work.
What's that?
It's nice to have work.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's
No, I was like, talking to Z about unemployment, like all the people that are receiving it, because of like they're giving like an additional $600 on top of what normally people would get per week. So to a lot of people, especially like people that make like minimum wage or something close to it, they actually end up making more money with unemployment right now than they would with having a job.
word. So what's up with like me filing for that?
Well, you have to be working. Like you have to be working, losing a job, and then you get unemployment. You can't just collect it for, I guess, not having a job previously.
That's fucked.
Yeah, so Hartosh, is Hartosh still getting it or not?
I think he's actually getting paid by his company full time.
Well, either way, that's good. But I'm just saying for people that like say like if you were to get like fired or laid off, then it technically like you probably end up making more money. Like especially like if you're counting in the stimulus package, for $1,200. Like for this month, you would have made like definitely more money you would have made than working. But anyway, it's just good to know that it's not as bad as you think. Like if you think like 20 million people like don't have jobs right now, you just gotta remember everybody's getting unemployment. Well, should be anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I don't really know what that means in economics, but I'll tell you, it's probably not good.
Yeah, I mean, definitely increasing the debt for the country overall, which just means taxpayers have to pay more taxes eventually. So overall, it's still fucked for everybody, but at least it's not like fucked for a single person.
Yeah. Word up. So how's the program going?
It's going well. I missed a few days in there, but
What?
overall, I either I've been following it. Otherwise, like the days that I do it, and then I just keep adding in my own things. By that, I just mean I just keep adding in pull-ups throughout the day, like because I'm home all day. I'll just like do some extra pull-ups, some extra push-ups, or like weird push-ups. Like I was watching this video with this guy explaining why it's difficult to like make build muscle because like when you do body weights only, and he just says basically everything becomes too easy, so you have to make it harder for yourself. Like you pull-ups and push-ups, regular ones become too easy, so you gotta like try to do more of a like though he just shows you different push-ups you could do, which I'm sure you already know as well, but they basically make you like try to use more like one limb, like just one arm or like one leg or one arm for pull-ups, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, what days did you miss?
I'm trying to think. Like I did basically today's stuff and I did yesterday's stuff. So yeah, it was like Sunday or something, I think. I can't even remember.
Did you do a whole spinal day?
Spinal meaning like that. Yeah, I did all of those. Yeah.
Because that's what Sunday is. Sunday is the pure spine.
Oh, okay. Then it must have been Saturday. The spinal day, like looks like the easiest one of all. But I've just been doing that kind of like throughout whenever I'm standing around, like the neck, the whatever they're called, like moving the neck around, the chest around.
Yeah. They're called, just circles. Yeah, cool. It's meant to be an easy day because 6 days is pretty intense. So you get one day where it's just your rest day.
Gotcha.
So it's meant to be just awareness, spending time. How was it to do the time? Was it hard, easy?
The time?
Yeah, like put a 2-minute timer on and do it.
What, for the neck circles?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't really time those. Like I just kept doing them as I was standing there, and then I just kept. Yeah, I didn't time those. Like I saw that there was 2 minutes, but I just did it for a relatively long period of time, and then I just kept doing it like throughout the day, like I said.
Gotcha. Next time, definitely throw on a timer. It's really helpful. It changes the whole exercise.
Gotcha. All right, yeah.
Because
I still not gotten good at doing all three of them, which, yeah, that's the part I still can't do, but otherwise I think I've overall improved all of them.
yeah, the timer will teach you more about life than anything. That's like literally 75% of this program is just learning how to maintain the integrity of the program, which is what translates to like so many other things in life. Like my coach, when I send him an exercise and it's like a 3 or 10-second hold at the top, he will watch the timer on the bottom of the video and he said, "Oh, you held it for 9 seconds. Resend me the video for 10." And I'm like, "Got it." So it's just like doing what it is said so that you know you're getting the true result. Kind of like what you said with the Wim Hof method to me when I was like, "Oh, I don't exhale completely." And then you were like, I was like, "But it doesn't matter. I still held my breath for 2 minutes." And I was like, "What's the universe going to do? Pretend that I drown when I'm in the ocean, even though I still held my breath for 2 minutes?" And you said, "No, the universe is just going to give you less of a ideal result from the whole process." And I was like, "Right." And so that's pretty much the same thing here.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll follow it more strictly to uphold the integrity.
For yourself. But if the exercises don't feel like challenging enough, let me know and I'll write the program out so that they are challenging enough and that it's worth your time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. I prefer if we could do like, just because like we were discussing last time, like instead of doing it every day, which like I don't mind exercising every day, but I do mind following a program every single day.
Right.
So I'd rather do it like maybe like 4 to 5 times a week instead of every day the program.
Fantastic. Yeah, okay. I'll build it. By Sunday it'll be ready for a 4 time a week program. The intensity is gonna be a little higher then. Like we're gonna get more push-ups and more pull-ups and stuff like that. How was the handstand day on Monday this week?
Nothing like I didn't really improve all that much or anything. Like, I didn't feel like I improved, but like it just felt like how it normally does, to be honest.
Yeah. Can I let's go ahead and investigate a few of the movements. I want to see. We'll do 2 hip movements, and then we're gonna get. I want to see the handstand. So why don't we try the single limb deadlift? We'll try that single limb. Good morning. I mean.
Single limb, good morning. How does that one go?
It's I'll direct you through it. So it's one. You're standing on one leg, and you're doing a good morning, meaning that maintaining an erect spine, you're going to flex at the hip.
Gotcha. All right, one second. I gotta find somewhere to place it. Does that work? Or is that like weird?
No, that's good. Can you bring it a little down so I can see your knee? There we go. Perfect. You got a new carpet. Oh, okay.
You can see it. I did get a new couch though. But anyway. Wait, you have to hold your hands up. I forget.
The hands are doesn't matter. All right, cool. Keep your left foot, your left, even though it's up in the air, put the foot right next to the ankle. Yeah, and go as deep as you can. Keep it next to the ankle. Keep it next to the ankle. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this makes it so much harder to never bend, anymore. Keeping the back straight. Even if both my legs are down, I do not go very far. Keeping the back straight.
Yeah, this is gonna be pure hamstring lengthening and strengthening. Like if you do this for 2, 3 weeks, your hamstrings are gonna open up like crazy and they're gonna get a lot stronger. So this is like one of the ultimates for your hamstring lengthening. And it's gonna really help out just overall deadlift squat game. So really worth your time to do those better, like going as deep as you can. And it's okay if you touch the foot down to the ground for balance every now and then, because like the balance is usually the limiting factor in the beginning. All right. No, I'm comfortable. You can work on that for whenever you get to it again. The next one I want to see is the um, Cossack squat.
Is that the one leg squat?
No, we don't have any one leg squats. Cossack squat is like a side lunge.
ahead and see your handstand chest to wall. Great view. Squeeze the legs. Yeah, squeeze the legs. Try and squeeze your ankles together. Yeah, there we go. Good. Okay, you can come down. Good come down. So what I want you to focus on is squeezing the legs together, and also your hands are too wide. Bring them closer together.
Gotcha. More like shoulder width.
Exactly. Yep. How many dips and pull-ups did you get this time?
Again, I didn't do them for within a solid 30 minutes. I just did them like as much as I could. But my pull-ups are getting better. Like I could get like 6 to 7 comfortably, like now at a time. And then pretty much the same with the dip, like maybe a little lower, like 5 to 6 at a time.
Uh-huh. Nice.
More on like the 5 side for the dips. But
Are you following the 3 seconds down?
What with the dips?
Yeah.
I don't think I was doing 3 seconds, but I could try it out right now.
All right, let's check it out. Yeah. Yep. A little fast still. 3 seconds. Again, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then up. Perfect.
Yeah, like I said, about like 5.
Nice. Those looked really good. I really want to hear how many you can do in 25 minutes because that's when you're gonna get a pump. And like if we're working on strengthening, like muscle building, which is what that Tuesday and Friday is muscle building day. It only works if we can fatigue the muscle and then go past it. And if we space it out through the day, which is great, and you can do that for sure as well, but it won't ever put you in a hypertrophy state where you feel like your muscle was overused enough that'll come back bigger and stronger.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking of it like the farmer strip mentality. I'm just like doing some like workout, like because like these are like hard, right? Like it's not like breaking out like 30 push-ups. It's like I'm only getting like the reps that are like the muscle building reps, like 5 to 7 with pull-ups, 5 to 7 with this. So like my mindset was like, oh, like if I just knock those out like throughout the day, like say if I get like 50 throughout the day, like that was like pretty fucking solid. But I hear what you're saying that I should try to do them like within a timed increment as well.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying. That makes 100% sense, and that's how I train as well. Like there are movements that I train every day and every like hour or two, and then there's ones that I maintain just for the program's sake. Um, so like you can for sure do the pull-ups and dips every day, but like to know if you're making progress, this is a really good check-in. like 25 minutes. I'm gonna count how many reps I did and write it down. And then in 4 weeks, you know, did you double your output? You know what I mean? It's a very objective measure.
Makes sense.
Cool. So, I mean, the form looks much better in your workouts. Uh, I'm gonna set it up where we can do just 4 days a week. Are there any 4 days that you would want?
I mean, right now it doesn't matter, but it would probably will when I start like actually going into work. So let's go with Monday. Well, let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday.
Cool. Okay, sounds good. That's what I'll do. I'll set it up for a 4 day program, and yeah, let let it like really try to be something you follow because all it's really doing is learning how to follow something. That's like, and it's a skill like no other. So yeah, good stuff though. I want also send me videos whenever, man. Like just like if you want to get good at your handstand, take videos. Not even for me, just take them and look at it because it'll look totally different than what you expect.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't recorded myself in a while. So.
Yeah, some people send me 5, 6 videos a day. So like I'm usually getting like 30, 40 videos every day and I'm just like quick giving feedback. So like feel free to just throw them in because it just lets you feel much more accountable too. Like you're like, oh, I'm in constant communication about movement, so the movement becomes more worth your time.
Gotcha. Hey, with the push-ups, it was better to keep your elbows in, right? Like instead of.
For you, I'm gonna say yes. I would want you to really harness your triceps because you have enough of your pecs overpowering a lot of movement so far.
Gotcha. Yeah, because like the push-ups that I've been doing are just like where I try to put like one arm like on like a table. I mean, I don't have any like much things to work with. So like on this table, like I would put like one arm on the table and the other arm like on the ground, and then the arm that's on the ground is like doing most of the work, like pushing myself up and down, and then the arm on the table is kind of just like keeping it balanced.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, and so feel free, man. Have fun. Do your thing. I'll rebuild the program for 4 times a week. And yeah, what I've been doing the whole training every day, like randomness for a couple years, and now that I'm doing a program, the results are way greater because I still do the randomness, but the consistency beats everything. Like it's just like doing spinal waves every morning for an hour. Like I would never do that. Never. Like until I had a program that said do it. So um but yeah, the is there anything else you want to say about your program or do you want to move on?
No, not yet. I mean, when you were condensing it right now, are you gonna change it up or just put the same kind of stuff but in different days?
Why don't you tell me what you enjoyed and like what are things you really want to hone in on now that you've seen some of the movements and stuff?
I mean, like I trust that like a lot of the stuff that I don't enjoy, like it's still doing something, so I don't want to just be like take that out.
For sure not. But I just want to hear what you enjoy.
Well, I mean, what I enjoy is just like I enjoy the handstand stuff. I enjoy the pull-ups, push-ups, dips. Um, like obviously I don't enjoy so much like the finger wrist workout stuff. Like I kind of still I do enjoy the like the spins with the neck, chest, and like pelvis part. Like because that's just like I just do that while I'm just standing and watching TV or something. Um, yeah, like it's just like all like the monotonous ones. Like obviously I don't enjoy doing them.
Like what I can't understand it because
technically the spine and the push-ups and the dips are very monotonous.
Well, I mean, I guess like the wrist workout. Like I already said that one. I would have to like go through the from like day to day and see like which ones. Let's see.
Yeah, the wrist one, bro, it changes lives. So if it feels like we want to come back to it later, I don't mind. Cause like if somebody told me to do wrist workouts when I first started a handstand, I don't know if I would have had the discipline. But now I do them every day. And check this out. I don't know if you can see the detail, but look at my forearms now that I do them. Ready? Check this out.
Looks very solid.
It's like every tendon now comes out because of just how many reps I've done. And like I have indents in my forearm now that I never could imagine. And now my grip strength is pretty surreal. Like what I can do. Like when I'm on in a handstand and I go too far, I can go pretty too far and still pull myself back to neutral. So that was the game changer for me was these wrist workouts that Ito uh, that my coach taught me. So I've been doing them for 6 weeks, and now my wrists are like another level. Like they're like bulletproof. But they don't have to be investigated yet. You're new to the practice, so that it's pretty advanced work. So we could talk about that later. But it's also just a nice warm up because it takes 2 minutes before you do handstands. Um, what I really want you to hone in on, is the leg workouts because I think that's where you're lacking. Um, and then also, I would love to build some coordination in your body. So like, I don't know if you have tennis balls, but like tennis balls are a great tool for some hand-eye coordination training.
Yeah, I got them in the car.
Okay. I'll build your program for 4 times a day, and I'll show one coordination task that you can practice on the off days whenever you want.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good.
All right. Yeah, man. Outside of that, though, I've been getting much better at like understanding what this business is gonna look like. Because now I think I told you I'm at 10 clients, and I I made a lot of mistakes. Like I lost some clients and stuff like that because like I just was learning how to build it better and better the programs. And like some clients, they're like, I want to do this, but I would kind of impose my goal on them because their goal was stupid. But now I've learned, like, you know to a certain extent, like follow the client's goal, but also just a lot of different things. Like one thing I learned was I'm charging on a weekly basis, but soon well, now every new client I do, I'm charging on a monthly basis, and I tell them right away it's a 4 week minimum commitment to if they want to work with me. So
Yeah.
that's a power move. um, and then huh
What's the monthly rate?
140 a month.
Gotcha.
So it's just the weekly rate was 35 a week, so I just times it by 4 to 140 a month. And yeah, like
Well, you could also do like you could say it's 30, like you could say like it's 35 a week, but like it's a minimum of 4 weeks. So after that, they could still do weekly or monthly. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's a good point too. um, yeah, that, and I'm gonna change everyone over to WhatsApp, so it's gonna be a mandatory uh, tool. And then I'm going to um, like set it up where, like, so now my programs are so much easier to build. Like I'm much cleaner in building them, and I'm thinking of setting it up where, I don't know if I will, but hopefully I'm thinking within like 1 month I'll have 20 clients, and that's my goal. So I still haven't even announced on Instagram that I'm doing this. Like it's just all word of mouth. People are contacting me. Oh, and like the big um like level up is that I'm doing this whatchamacallit. Like I put the challenge, I don't know if you saw, 7 minutes of hanging every day. Did I show you that?
Or did you see that?
I don't have the Instagram app right now. Well, for whatever reason, I don't go on it. But go ahead.
That's awesome that you don't. Um, But anyways, I gave a challenge. I said because I told my coach about my clicking shoulder, and I said, dude, I've had this clicking shoulder for 6 years, and I don't know what to do about it. And because I've trained it like so hard, and he said, do 7 minutes of hanging for 30 days. And I was like, okay. And that's a really famous Ido Portal challenge, 7 minutes of hanging every day for 30 days. So I posted it on Instagram. I said, hey guys, I'm gonna do 7 minutes of hanging for the next 30 days. Who wants to join me? DM me. And fucking 17 people DM'd me. And I was like, word. So I was like, do you want to be part of a WhatsApp group? And they were like, yeah. So I created a 17-person WhatsApp group, and we're all just posting everyday videos of us hanging. And then at the end, I'm going to be like, this was great. I hope people really felt like this was a great, solid start to like some good grip strength. And, if people want to further their training, like I do training. So it's just like another avenue, and like I heard about it in some business class. I think Gary Vee was talking about it. He goes, you have to have a WhatsApp group of your closest clients. He's like, or like a group of your closest clients. So every time you drop a new product, you say it in that group, and they get excited about it. And so, yeah, this is just like one opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, you can keep doing more of these where people join in on a challenge with you, and then they like get to know you more and like have more like FaceTime with you, and therefore like just have a better relationship with you, and would recommend you if not like also join. So
Yeah, that's totally what I'm thinking. Like after this 30-day challenge, I'll give it like a couple weeks off, and then I'll do another 30-day or 10-day challenge of handstands. Um, and it's great because I give it all for free, but like the word of mouth is unreal. Like I just give so much stuff for free. Like every time somebody calls me, I just like give them my fullest attention. Like when they're like, "Oh, like I get like 2 DMs a day on Instagram. Like, "Hey, can you check out my shoulder?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's get on a call." And I'll spend like an hour and a half for free with the person. And like just how much respect it gives. Like at the end I'll say I train people, but I'm like I always say, but I think you're strong enough to do it without me. And it just like every time, like at the end, I say that, and they're like, yeah, but I'd like to work with you. And I'm like, oh, sick. Well, let's do it. So yeah,
nice.
it's been going really well.
That's
Yeah, dude, I think I could make like no doubt make this like a huge business in like 1 year, and that's like a far out goal. Like I think it could happen much faster. Um, So yeah, it's going well. And Mummy and Papa are training hard now too. Like they're like very sore, very sore.
they're very sore.
Yeah, like Mummy did squats with me, and she can't walk right now. I didn't know it would hurt her that much. I just didn't know.
Wow, wow, that's great.
Yeah,
When was that?
2 days ago. So it's like peak soreness.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's your first time probably like in like years doing squats like that.
Yeah, there was no weight. We did 20 squats, air squats,
That's it, just 20.
just 20, bro.
Dang.
Well, you should try them too. They're not as easy as you think when you go ass to grass, like all the way into your pure deep squat. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then we were doing 5 seconds eccentric, so it like got me tired at the end. Like we did 4 sets of five, and 5 reps is a lot when you do the eccentric slowdowns.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, she's doing that. Mummy's learning how to juggle too. She's getting pretty good. She like actually has great discipline. Like when I teach her something, she'll practice it for an hour straight. Like she just won't stop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is she staying home these days?
Yeah, until Monday.
Gotcha. And like the company's fine with that?
Yeah, everything's chilling with it. Yeah, so
I
her,
love it.
Huh? Yeah, just till Monday. They're both gonna start back up. Yeah, it's next week. May 1st. It's scheduled. It's in Hamilton, New Jersey. 2 hour drive. Yeah, it was the only site that would let me take it that early. Allentown would only let me take it May 5th. So I wanted to get it over with, so I picked May 1st. I don't know yet. Right when I pass, I'm gonna take a day off, and then I'm going to start phase 2 of planning out my entire life. I never paid rent there, but I still have half my stuff at Jay's place that I gotta pick up. Yeah, it's all exciting. I don't mind where I'm at. I don't mind when I pass. Yeah, I'm almost finished my 90 days with this book. Pretty lit, man. I'm almost every single one of my goals is accomplished in it, which is good because I'm near the end in 90 days. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I definitely learned a lot about myself because like there's some wicked challenges it makes you do, man. Some stuff that like you wouldn't dare do to yourself, but like the book asks you to do it. So yeah, but like there's challenges within the book too. It's like every day, every 10 days there's like a challenge, and you're also doing an online program at the same time as the book. So it's one that she created. It's pretty much she made it through Facebook, which is pretty cool. I learned a lot about how to make programs within Facebook, but there's like a group she made, and when you're in the group, there's units, and you do like you go each week as a unit, and like yeah, so it's just like a lot of work, like of like writing down your vision over in different ways, and like answering questions of what's blocking you, and like so like assignment 1 was write down exactly what you want, and write it as if you already have it. Like be like, I can't believe I got, and you write everything you want down, and then so mine was like 2 pages long of like things that I wanted to have done, um, and then like it's crazy, man, because this is what was some of the crazy shit about it. Like when I wrote it down, this was before COVID hit, right? And I wrote down that I would have my boards passed by then, and my boards the day my vision ends is May 20th, right? That's when it ends. So with that being said, I wrote down that I want like just one thing out of many things I wrote down was I wrote I would have my boards done. And then COVID happens, and like they cancel the boards, and everyone stops studying. Like everyone just stopped studying. But because of this vision I wrote, I said I can't stop studying. I was like, because I have to take it. Like, and the thing was when they canceled it, our school pretty much said 95% chance you're gonna take it in July, and I was like, that can't happen because I wrote it down. So I just kept studying because my vision said I would have it finished. And so then we get the email. This was like 5 days ago. And my friend calls me at 2 a.m. and he goes, Yo, we just got an email that they're opening up boards for early test takers for May. And he's like, You can pick any date you want. And the only date I could pick that would work so that my vision worked was May 1st. and it was the only date that, like, when I picked it, like when I picked May 1st, it not only did it take me to New Jersey, but that was exactly the same testing site that the one that I picked as my two best friends. And I didn't even know they picked that testing site. And I didn't even know they picked the exact same day and the exact same time. So there's only three people that are taking the boards that early out of our whole class. And it's us three, which is the only three that kept studying because of my vision. So it was just like such a trip. And I was like, dude, like literally the world was going to end. And I couldn't believe it was going to end because I had a vision. So like that's what the power of this book was, like, that I kept studying even though like the school said it's canceled and stuff like that. So yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's super powerful that just planning it out made it happen. Essentially.
Exactly, because like it could have been so easy when COVID happened to like lose track of time, and like everyone stopped studying. It was literally me and my two friends that we said we'd keep studying because I said we just in case, guys, just in case the boards happen. And so yeah, it's like that's like one of many crazy things that was just unfolding because of the vision I wrote. And like not only that, I bought the Ido Portal training, like this coaching I'm doing, because I was getting close to the like we were getting closer to the end, and one of my goals was to have a split, and I was like I'm stretching every day, but I was like I'm not even close to a split, so I fucking hired the coach, and the coach like taught me a whole new detailed perspective of stretching I've never seen, and now I'm getting really near the split. So
Nice.
but like I
Awesome
wouldn't,
stuff.
yeah, I wouldn't have put that pressure to buy a coach if I didn't put the pressure of having a vision and having a date. And like once I started getting close, I was like, oh fuck, I have to get better at this fast. So I was like, let me hire somebody to teach me it. So it's stuff like that. It makes you make moves.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm hoping this training will help me with that as well. And I really need to start something like one more of like the personal thing that you're doing as well, like the personal goals and achieving those.
Yeah, there's something really powerful about what what it is when it comes to just like I keep like the word that just keeps coming to mind, and I'm failing a lot in it as well as succeeding a lot in it, is integrity, which is just like doing what I'm gonna say I'm gonna do. And so like that's what the coaching keeps harping on. Like when I sent my coach one video of my one-armed handstand, and I sent it to him, and it was a video of Hartaj holding me while I was doing my one-armed handstand, but he wanted me to do it on a wall. Dude, he freaked on me. I did the exercise what I thought was perfect. I thought if Hartaj held my hips, it would be the next level of the exercise because like now Hartaj is barely touching me while the wall really touches me, and he just like flipped. He's like, dude, you said you were gonna do the program. And he was like livid. And I was like, oh, that was just my movement coach. But then my other coach, like it just keeps coming back to do what you're gonna say you're gonna do. Like don't say it. Like when because I told him I'm willing to work out 3 hours a day. And so he asks me, did you do like all 3 hours? He used to ask me. He doesn't ask me anymore. He just knows I do it. So yeah, stuff like that. It's just like really powerful.
Yeah, I gotcha. And plus, like it kind of gives you the guru feeling, where like the guru's like telling you to do something, and you're just doing it because he's telling you to.
Dude, yeah, that is actually the true addiction that I have right now. Is like when I'm doing my spinal waves and I'm timing it to the minute, I really feel like I've traveled to China to learn the ancient art of kung fu. Like I feel like I am with a sensei. Like it's just like the purest form of mentorship. And the fucking mentor is levels ahead of me. Like the dude has one-handed handstands. The dude has one-arm pull-ups. The dude is a fucking beast, and like he's a direct student of Ito. So like he's not like, and Ito doesn't let anybody call him like a student of Ito. To be called a student of Ito, you have to train with Ito minimally for 3 years, 6 hours a day, minimally. and that's when he'll consider calling you his student. Like, so he doesn't, like, I can't call myself Ito's student. Like, I can't say Ito's my teacher. Ito wouldn't let me. Like, he's like, you want to be my student, like, you earn that title because you're representing me. So yeah, it's the same thing. Like right now, this guy won't let me let me say I'm his student. I'm just merely being coached, and when I'm ready, that's when I'm allowed to be called his student. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's exactly what you would want. Like when you want to learn jujitsu, you want to learn it like from the Gracies, in a pure form. So it's nice to like learn the movement from one of the greatest in the world, and like yeah. So like it really is an honor. And dude, if you want coaching, like if like I'm not doing it for you, bro, I would suggest contact these people because it's like it's just one form. I mean, like